What up, what up? It's Deckmaster J. Welcome to the channel. So good to have you here. So, what do we got going on? I am a lover of all things TCG. The cards, the artwork, all of it. Amazing. I've been a fan for years, and I wanted to bring that passion and excitement to you. To kick it off, I figured we'd start with something special. Start with some history, a little bit of nostalgia, if you will. Young Jedi Star Wars. This pack is almost 20 years old, if you can believe it or not. We're going to crack this bad boy open, and we're going to see what those hits are. That's right, because that's what we love to do. Appreciate the history, appreciate the work, the effort. So yeah, let's see what we got. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Oh man, I get 20 years old, right? 20-year-old pack. Let's go. All right, common. Don't give a shit about this. Don't care. Nope. Don't know what any of these are. All right. Okay. All right. Let's try it again. You know what? Nothing there. Nothing interesting. Nothing cool. Let's go. Let's keep this rolling. You know. Let's just. It's history. It's history. No. Oh. Okay. All right. There's no foil. There's no foil. All right. You know what? Last one. The last pack that I've got. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on. We've got it. It's got to be in here. There's got to be one in here. It's got to be in here, right? Again. History. Nope. Don't care. Where's my foil? Where's my foil? From the bit, Aura Singh survived. I was actually a little worried. I caught her. I was like, uh-oh. But she survived it. Happy with that. She's a good card. Also, this isn't my first take of this, so I'm drinking an Uncommon Stout, which is an ironic name given the topic, from Bent River Brewing out in Rock Island, Illinois. It's got a little bit more of a coffee vibe than I want, but cheers. So anyway, what are we doing? Some quick context. A couple weeks ago, I had a series of conversations, and I just kind of snapped. Not like I went off on people, but it was just like, what am I doing here and why am I wasting my time? And I've spent 3 weeks figuring out, how do I want to have this conversation? How do I want to follow up with this? Because there's stuff that I think is really important to say, but I could not stand the group that I was talking to. So I'm going to share with you. And we're going to do this in a little bit of a series. That was another thing that kind of came from my reflection. And I also thought about doing a timer. We're going to do a timer for this one. I think I'm about 4 minutes in, maybe a little bit less, but we're going to go 11 minutes on this one to try to cap off 15 minutes. 15-minute timer. Not the biggest fan of that beer. So here's what happened. Because we were chatting a lot. If you guys have noticed a lot, before I went on hiatus, I was doing a lot of business things about, bringing on creators and asking business type questions and asking industry type questions. And the more that I got ingrained with people who were like in the middle of creating a game or in the middle of their Kickstarter or post their Kickstarter, the more I realized, and this is not going to be kind, and I don't care. There are a lot of people out there, creators, content creators, we'll just go with enthusiasts, who are in the know but don't know shit. They don't know about business. They don't know about the industry. They don't know about ideas like manufacturing. They don't know about scale. They don't know about what to do post-Kickstarter. They don't know about getting into LGSs and things that they care about. I was talking to creators who didn't even know basic terminology for cards, the concept of having multiple formats, the idea of things like deck restrictions. This blew my mind. It blew my damn mind. And I'm sitting in this just vomit pit, this cesspool of garbage. And again, I don't even care that I'm not being nice about it. because it was just mind-blowing that there are creators and there are people in this industry that are pushing this narrative of overwhelming success and popularity, and this is going to skyrocket without having any comprehension on how that might actually work, on how you actually get there, outside of the idea that perhaps because it was successful on Kickstarter and because I've been able to convince a group of friends to spend $30 on sample cards, the only direction to go is up. Bullshit. And I was getting much more frustrated at this because I work for a company that you would consider to be an indie TCG, and I'm in this group of indie TCG creators, and like, there's a problem here. And eventually I figured it out, which was that I need to start saying that anything that can take their crappy high school sketchbook and throw words on it is not an indie TCG. There is a baseline that you should hit before you can put yourself in that group. Just like I can't call myself an author because I've been thinking about a book for 20 years. That's not a thing. And that's pretty much where I'm at. And that's where the title comes from. MVP. It is not most valuable player. In business speak, in product speak, MVP stands for minimum viable product. A functional thing to get out the door, usually designed to allow for feedback and help you grow from there. But is at least a baseline, is at least something to look for that gives the rest of the audience an understanding of where you're going to go and how you're going to be successful once you nail the rest of it down. And there are too many games out there that are not even close, that are not even trying, that are not even interested. I went on a gameplay Ask Me Anything with Interstellar TCG, and a group of us asked about the gameplay. And we were responded to with, those seem like targeted comments, and you feel if the general vibe of it feels like you're just trying to tear the game down. It was a gameplay AMA. And he couldn't show off the game because he only had 20 cards printed. Fun fact for everybody, you can make up a game while you're taking a shit. You can grab a notebook. You can grab a notebook and write some words down and you cut them out and come up with just some concepts. And then test them. You don't have to have them printed in foil and stamped one-on-one, so that way you can, and that's the only way that you can try and do game testing and all of those things. And this is the type of stuff that I've just been seeing running rampant everywhere. And it's supposed to sit equal with the games that are actually trying to do things correctly. The Kickstarters out there that are in local game stores, the ones that are coming out and telling you that they are, they've got plans for distribution and they're working with those groups, and they've got an understanding of how to reach out to LGSs and their challenges and things like organized play and how they're going to succeed post Kickstarter. That's a baseline. That is a good baseline to say, you're an indie TCG, and maybe if you don't have anything yet, maybe indie TCG adjacent. Sure, but there are too many out there. There are even some on Kickstarter right now that have no plan outside of, once this Kickstarter is successful, LGSs are just going to take us. No, they're not. Fun fact, no, they're not. We've learned, the industry has learned. The big three, Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh!, are not still the big three because they're shiny and popular and holy crap and oh my god. They're the big three because they built their foundations on the backs of players. Decades of it. And that became generational in their case. But they're still strong in that regard. Yes, especially in the case of Magic, there are concerns on whether, on where their priorities lie, but it doesn't change the fact that the needle is still very shifted in that play mechanic really needs to work, because that's the group that's going to be buying stuff in bulk. That's the group that's going to make this really actually succeed, because no collector and investor is going to buy a majority of a 100,000 box print run or whatever. That's just not how it works. That's not where we're at. That's the MetaZoo problem. That's the Akora problem. 30,000 box print run for Akora first thing out of the gate. There's no player base. There was no gameplay for ages. There was barely an organized play system. They got a couple little hits on Channel Fireball and then sent them to LGSs and tanked half in price because nobody wanted to, who's going to play the game? There's no concept of product churn. There's no concept and understanding that maybe you don't print everything imaginable with every penny that you have, because you should probably look at like the next set. There's over $1 million in Kickstarters in the last year and a half now, calendar year and a half, that have gone belly up, have taken product or have taken money and not delivered product. And that sucks. And that needs to not be the norm. And there's still this group of investors and creators out there that are saying, you know what, we're going to be different because we're more popular. I found the more popular guy. We're shinier. We're prettier. Doesn't matter if we don't have a business plan. The business plan will come when we get $1 million on Kickstarter. No, it won't. Welcome to the Temper-Tantrum Era. Welcome to this idea that anybody can make a TCG and it's going to be fine, and it gets to sit along the lines of anybody who puts in the work and the effort, as long as a couple people are willing to say, this is worth something. No, I'm sorry. I'm done letting that slide. I am done putting the time and effort and energy into talking to individuals and groups that have no desire to try to do this in the right way, in a healthy way, and in a way that actually functions longer than your Kickstarter. I'm done with it. The problem now is that games don't need to prove themselves on the shelf to be popular, to be good, to be considered good by the masses, because you have the internet now. This is different from the past. And that's been a little bit harder to navigate. In the last couple of years, a lot of people got kind of lost in it. Flesh and Blood, MetaZoo were kind of the top two, where the conversation got a little bit confused. And now they're both learning the hard way. Flesh and Blood is doing a much better job at it because they built their backs on players, so they're much more sustained. Despite the fact that prices and things are tanking quite a bit, that's not the conversation. The conversation is the meta, the gameplay, the world championships going on right now that I am so excited to watch over the weekend. Not what happened to Seance, what happened to the market. Go search. What's going wrong? When you chase after hype, that's all you got. And that's the bumper sticker. That's the thing. Appreciation creates value. It's never the other way around. Alpha, beta, revised. Nobody opened those packs and thought those were going to be $10, $20, $30,000 years down the road. They opened them and said, this looks fun, this looks interesting, I want to play. They didn't think about the insane rarity of it. And that created rarity of it. Intense rarity of it. But it also created an appreciation for that product because people weren't just chasing its value. They were enjoying the game, and then they had others enjoy the game and enjoy. And that created appreciation, which brought in money, which brought in longevity, which brought in product confidence. And now there's value. Good value. Value that kind of makes a bit of sense. Wavering a little bit. But that's the way that it should be. And over the course of these next couple of videos, I want to introduce you to my side. My view of the world from the industry, from the numbers perspective, from just something beyond what you see now of let's do market evals and tell you that this is going to be the best thing in the world because I can sell something that isn't playable for $30. Because that's the thing that's happening. You think that the 60-pack $1,000 Magic the Gathering set is like inflated? Where the hell do you think they got the idea from? Go pop on eBay. This is nuts. But additionally, for those groups, those creators, all of that stuff that just has no plan or vision beyond, I'm just going to make this popular and that's where the money's going to be, I'm done calling you indie TCGs. As far as I'm concerned, you are Kickstarter brand cardboard byproducts. And that's it.